just it. It's a little later than I normally like to leave, but not too terribly bad. Everything's fogging up. I think it's just from my breathing. Again, this is the second time I've tried to reach 100, and I'm getting, every time I do it, I get a little bit closer. The raffle wasn't a, what do you call, just something I like, try to come up with. As a kind of a lark or a goof or something like that. It was very strategic and very deliberate on my part to try to get to 100 quickly. In fact, I thought if I followed every advice that they gave me, they have like a I think it's either 7 or 10 tips and tricks to getting more subs, and I think I've done all of them at least twice. I think I've done everything in my power to garner what they feel would get me or net me the most amount of subscriptions. I'm even saying to subscribe in these videos, and a subathon is exactly what that says. I know that I called it a sleepathon and a streamathon and all these other athons. But the truth of the matter is that it's always just a subathon. And it's always just been a subathon. So it is what it is. It's overcast today, but the sun is peeking through those clouds. This is literally my worst nightmare driving simulators. I will never downplay how important each and every one of you guys are, especially the ones who subscribe. But even the viewers, people who just come in here and are viewing, you guys are very important. That is the reason I do this. I mean, I can't think of anything else. Because I'm definitely not doing this for me. I know what I know. I don't even need to get those thoughts out on the page. I know how I think. I know how I feel about things. I think that I don't know if I'm making it welcome enough or if I'm making it. I'm not an elitist, so you don't have to be, super intelligent or super talented or whatever. I'm not, so why would I expect that from, somebody coming in? Your talent and who you are, that you're going to be exceptional at, always. I can't be that. Does that make sense? I'm not better or worse or than anything else. I mean, it's just what it is. So I'm a little disappointed. Kind of like always getting distracted by things, so I don't think that that's helping. I definitely think that my goals and my intentions and the reasons behind why I do things like I do are becoming more clear to me. I know why I started. I probably have said it like a dozen or so times in all these videos. You guys all know why I started streaming. 8 years ago, I planned on having a regular YouTube channel where I did exactly what the funny thing is that I'm doing exactly what I wanted to do 7 years ago. And I should have done it 7 years ago. I don't know why. I mean, 8 years ago. 7 years from when I started last year, so it's now been 8 years. But it always is what it is. I started the patron saint of mediocrity, 10 years ago. Now almost 11 years ago. That was literally supposed to just be my kind of like dump channel. I was already not happy with Facebook. I was already not happy with how things were, going. And I had thought, 10 years ago, my life's in a lot better shape than it was 10 years ago. How's that sound? 10 years ago, I had the false hope that I was going to get back into the entertainment industry and reclaim what I had lost. And when I started the patron saint of mediocrity's YouTube channel, I was still under the impression that was what was going to happen. Certain things happened. I moved my ass to freaking North Carolina so that I could be close to the inner, basically the center of the entertainment industry here on the East Coast. It's like the Hollywood, that too much of a problem. It was supposed to be that. And they have a huge, North Carolina has a huge entertainment industry. Where I thought I would basically just, pick up where I left off in California. I knew that it was going to be slow going and tough and everything like that. And I worked at Waffle House until I could get my foot in the door and get working regularly again. Doing effects, maybe camera work, maybe writing. I thought that this would get me out of the funk that I was in, and instead I felt isolated. I didn't feel close to anything, especially the entertainment industry. I was met with rejection after rejection. And spent 3 years in North Carolina. And patron saint was literally my last-ditch effort to try to hold on to my creativity. And I think I have like 6 videos of it, mostly driving to Texas. So kind of like borrowing a page from that, doing this. Commuter streams, because that's what it was. It was a bunch of short, every time I stopped to take a break, I filmed. I should have filmed the entire trip, but I was worried that I didn't have enough battery power, even though I had 3 36-hour batteries. Probably about 100 1-hour tapes, the little DVD-R recording disc tape. Well, not disc, it's a tape, cassette tape for the camera. So and those film shoot for 1 hour. I mean, I could have easily shot the entire thing. Got there, they said no to the camera. And I did my trip back, and I didn't film it again. That was pretty much the end of Patron Saint of Mediocrity. Right? The trip to Texas. So to describe what happened afterwards, the aftermath of it all. I ended up months later, packing up and moving to New Hampshire. I said goodbye to it all. I wanted nothing to do with it. I felt very rejected by the entertainment industry. I just didn't want it. did have a YouTube channel. It's sitting doing nothing. And he suggested start fresh. Don't even go back to that one. Start up a brand new channel. And basically, we'll get people to ask questions. And it'll just be, it'll be a Sean Knows Best thing. It won't take too much of your time. All you have to do is just film your answers and send me that, and I will edit it for you. And then more people got involved in it. We were working it out. We were working out the logistics and everything like that. I built this channel. Sean Knows Best, which is what it was going to be called. I think that was the original name of the channel. Up and running. It was going to be, I would have liked to have turned it into like a half hour to an hour, stream. We were talking about making it just, it was all going to be pre-taped, and edited and then submitted, but we were going to leave the chat open. That I could respond to the chat. I'd still like to do it. It's still a very interesting idea. It's definitely something that if I had people in chat asking questions all the time, it would definitely be something that I would love to do. Basically have me fact checked and all this other stuff, and I could not say I didn't know. I had to answer every question. That's the deal of the kind of the gimmick would be I would answer any question that anybody asked me, no matter what it is, no matter how it goes, or how wrong my knowledge about that subject is. And then we would have fact checkers giving the real answers, saying what's really going on, even if I'm close, basically still correcting me. And that's the whole show. Very interactive. Definitely needs a audience participation and a connection to a community that I don't have, that I've never had. One that's basically on board. That I'm going to basically ask myself, ranging from things that I do know about and things that I don't have no clue about. Since it's been it was 7 years that this idea, and since then I had those questions, I ended up researching most of them, so I know those answers. I don't know if I'm going to answer it the way I used to know it. It's like maybe it doesn't matter. I don't have an interactive channel. I've never had an interactive channel. Even Patron Saint of Mediocrity was not an interactive channel. I watch these, pretty much gamers, I don't know why people call themselves variety streamers when all they do is play games. Playing a variety of different games is not a variety streamer. You're just a gamer. You're a gaming stream. And that's fine. It's fine to be that. And, and you could probably sustain yourself like that. Doing art streams and games does not make you a variety streamer either. I don't know if I would consider myself a variety streamer. And I do all sorts of things. I don't know why people call themselves variety streamers all the time. Like, I'm trying to even think of one, you know, a streamer that basically says that they're just a gaming stream or they're just an art stream. I don't know of any. Everybody's a variety streamer. And if everybody's a variety streamer, that means nobody has any variety. It is yeah, it's just been a really weird road, you know, getting to this point, and I can't predict it. I have no idea what's going to happen. I know what I want. I know what I want to work towards. I know what it is. I know how I feel it should work. But like, I can't predict it at all. Like, you know, the fact that I have over 1,000 people following me on Twitter makes no sense to me. And in the middle of me promoting my YouTube page, I was increasing my scope for Twitter as well, so that I'd have a greater reach. That's all I really wanted, is the bigger reach. I ended up getting all my followers there. You know, if I could have had, you know, I think I'm at 1,300. Yeah, I think I have 1,300 followers on Twitter right now. If I could have had those 1,300 followers freaking subscribe to me here on YouTube, what? Say what? Like, what a difference. Like, think about that. What a difference that would make. You know, even just getting, if I get to over 1,000, and I know that once you get to that point, once you get into the monetization area of YouTube, all they want you to do is get more. Grow. Because the more you grow, the more money you make. And I don't know if I don't even think that that's really what I want. So I just want a greater reach. You know, I just talked about Sean knows everything, or Sean knows best. Just talked about that, you know, that idea, you know, that's still permeating. But there are so many different other interactive things that I want to do, that, you know, scuff drawings and stuff like that, you know, impromptu song suggestions, parodies to write. You know, those are things that I would love to have more interaction with. You know, I have 200 parodies that I have partially written, that I have, you know, ideas of songs that I want to use and stuff like that. And you know, I think I have like 55 or 56 parodies that I've written. I have 4 times as many parodies undone, you know, unsung. of the thing, most of the reason why they're not sung is because, one, they're not finished, but two, all the parodies that I've written are kind of inspired. Something inspired me to do them. All my top videos are ones that were inspired. Were inspired to be inspired by someone to do it. All the top videos are that. Even Rainbow Connection is inspired. Yes, Kermit the Frog is not a person, but Jim Henson was, so. I like to be inspired. And it's also something that can't be forced. Nor can it really be asked for. You can't control inspiration. And I'm just... It's going to be what it's going to be. It's definitely going to be me. I'm going to be unique in that respect. I am not following any other way. Any other. My content is not built on what others are doing. And I'm kind of like the whole trying to garner subscriptions BS is literally feels like that. It's just fucking bullshit. I'm obviously not getting the subscribers that I thought I was going to be getting from this. And most of the people coming in are people that I've basically have had conversations with and talked to. It's all hard fought. It's all hard fought. Every step of the way. There isn't one thing. There isn't one thing that I can say I didn't have to work at and get. I can't. Nothing was handed to me at all. The neglect of the channel last year, around this time. May is the time. May was the time for the Forever stream. So we are literally going right into this whole mess. Where a year ago, I kind of abandoned my YouTube channel. I was still making videos and stuff like that, but I stopped being consistent. I was still doing all sorts of things, but man, all the better videos that I had made, I already made them. With this, and then I had pretty much given up drawing and art and sculpting and everything like that, and here I was, you know, doing sculpting freaking videos, drawing. I act like I've never even seen Adobe and this and all this other craziness. I have actually a lot of experience with it. I've used Adobe. I use Adobe Premiere for my editing. I used Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator and all those things to add effects and to do certain types of cut and pasting and, you know, lots of different art and stuff like that that I used to do with Adobe Photoshop. I mean, there's a reason why they called it everything photoshopped. Actually, physically drawing a picture, I didn't do before. You're starting with a blank canvas and drawing a picture. Never done before. Even when I started doing the art, I was still hand drawing and scanning them in and then editing the pictures from there. I mean, the guitar, you know, has pencil marks, pen marks on them. Why do you keep falling down, Deadpool? Yeah, you can see that that's all drawn with a pen. You know, the outer line, the eyes. Yeah, I've cleaned it up a little bit, but I didn't fix it. You know, I left all those, you know, those kind of flaws, but I think that, you know, it makes it kind of distinctly mine in there. In fact, I was doing a bit of a hand draw mimicry on a few of the pictures that I was doing, and it came out okay. Being able to just erase everything is an amazing tool, but it's also kind of dangerous. That when I draw, paint, and, you know, do things, once I put it on there, I can't take it off. It's one of the reasons why I used to draw in pen all the time, because otherwise I just spend so much time erasing. Here, it's supposed to be a busy day, so I'm gonna probably go in early. Not that early, I'm only like 10 minutes early. But I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you're having a wonderful time doing it, and I care deeply about you. I really do. And I hope you enjoy these videos. That's what they're meant for. It is meant. As much as I have the freedom to say whatever I want, and I definitely do, these are meant to be viewed. I'm not doing these as kind of like a secret, you know, thing, you know, for my eyes only. Because if I was doing that, I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't make a recording like this. You know, put it out there for people to see. And again, you know, like I said in the beginning, I don't need to, you know, have affirmation. You know, I'm not even the choir. I'm the actual preacher. I don't need to preach to myself. You know, I'm not going to contradict me. I'm not going to tell me I'm wrong. You know, I'm not going to, you know, have a debate or a conversation about things. You know, I don't need those things with myself. And maybe because I don't have, you know, schizophrenia or one of those things. I don't know. Maybe I do. Who knows? But it's it's not worth it for me to basically just go with this alone. I know I think I said it at one point that I'll just do it myself because I'm stubborn and I'm going to make myself through it. But like that gets me only so far. And then I have to really examine, whether it's worth it. I have to really ask myself, is this worth it to do or continue? And I'm still not over that DM I got on Discord. And and it feels like I'm taking it out on the people of Discord. But you know what? They don't miss me. They don't care. It doesn't matter. So I can heal and, do whatever I need to do and come back or not come back. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. I didn't quit anything like I did before because it's not that thing, and obviously quitting, I came back, so why would I do that again? I would just come back, probably sooner than later. This is a little bit better, I guess, because if I don't come back, I don't come back. Like I said, they don't miss me, so it's not my community. It's just a community that I belong to. But they're definitely not my community. It's not my community. I don't even know if I really feel a part of it, if that makes sense. When we were talking about the community being built on the fact that the uni rejected a bunch of people, and here it was, they needed their place, and this is the place that they chose, and I was with them. But that's it. That's what it is. I don't have that shared experience with them. And half the people who, anybody, I think I'm the only one who left on my own accord, and then the rest of the group were basically living two worlds. They were staying, watching Muni's channel, server, whatever it is, and being here, and they were literally playing two sides, and eventually they got freaking banned, and I feel like I'm the only one from that group and everything like that never got banned, that never was asked to leave or suspended or whatever. I'm gonna get to work. It's time. So you guys have a wonderful day. All right, and as always, cool beans. All right, take care.